Thanks, Tony. Well, how are we doing? All stretched? Okay. Now, it's been alluded to a couple times, but I don't know about you. When I grew up, when I talked about social, I always thought about face-to-face. I sat down and talked with people, conversed with them, and then this new topic called social media came along, and tweeting and twitting. I like twitting, though. That's better. Our next speaker, Erin Westphal, discovered the internet as a college freshman. 4 years, she had programmed her first website. It's been 20 years, and I still haven't programmed my first one. She joined her first listserv, and if you're not a techie, that's okay. During one of her long consulting assignments, she joined MySpace, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, did you join LinkedIn too? Oh, yeah. Okay, LinkedIn too. Good. She's the author of Travels and Skates blog and a Farm Bill addict. A fun fact is she's a figure skater. With that hobby, it led to using Yahoo groups to connect with people all over, and thus building her expertise in the social media. Please join me as we welcome Erin Westphal.
Yes, Farmville addict. Anybody, is this familiar to anyone? Who plays Farmville here? Who's heard of Farmville? It's said that 60 million people play Farmville every day, and if that's how many people are just doing this, what if we are talking about our values? How many people can we really reach? So that's what I'm going to talk to you about. There are 6 tools I'm going to talk to you about, and it's become an incredible, powerful tool. Obviously, your news outlets. We have our own news outlets on the right side of life. Blogging, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and podcasts, and hopefully I'll get through all of them. Now, I'm not going to teach you how to use them. We'll do that in the course of time. This is just to tell you how important these all are. So we'll start right off the bat with the news. There's websites. How many of you have heard of the Drudge Report? Fox News. See? We're already doing it. And there's even local conservatives. Cal Skinner does a McHenry County blog, and I'm still looking for the one for Lake County. If somebody wants to start it up, thanks, Connie. They are connected to this social media network. And one of the things that we're finding is something called citizen journalism. Instead of reading all these journalists with agendas, people are writing their own news stories. How? Blogging. Now, Randy says you're published 20% of the time. My blog, I'm published 100% of the time because I publish it. It is the purest form. You're going to write an account of the Right Nation 2010 or the 9/12 or the 8/28. It'll be out there. People can read it. Just click and write. If you can buy an airline ticket online, you can blog. But as Randy said, do your research, write what you know, what you've researched, and use facts, not emotion. And blogging, they let you comment, so yeah, you're going to get some negative feedback. Facts, not emotion. Now, how do people know about your blog? That's when we go to the Twitter. You can build your own newspaper. Twitter is basically you follow people, people follow you, you can create a network of people you follow. And what I've done is I've taken all the news sources I like and I've basically made my own newspaper. I don't have to read a newspaper anymore, no Trib, no Herald. No New York Times. I can just do it. I don't even have to deal with Google News. You can also follow some of your favorite candidates, maybe some of the ones that got high ratings in the voter guide, and find out when their next event is. I actually was able to march in a parade for Joe Walsh because I'd read about it on Twitter. And then there's the magic of retweeting that Tony is so good at. What happens is that when you receive a tweet, which is a little 140-character piece of news or information, you press one button and it goes out into the Twitter world. Now, if somebody like Drudge Report does a news story about the Missouri vote yesterday and 1,000 people retweet it and they all have 60 followers, that's just gone to 6,000 people. And if they retweet it and they retweet it, it just goes crazy. And we have our own Twitter site, Northern Illinois Pats, and what we've been doing is news stories that subscribe to our core values and the candidates that are going to be high on the voter guide, so that you guys can follow us and it will be a source of information. Now, if this is too much for you, or Twitter's just too weird, or you want to twit instead of tweet, you may want to Facebook. Now, Facebook is a great way you can connect to the candidates or news sources or stuff, because you can become a fan of a candidate. And then they send you bits and pieces, links, videos, all sorts of information. And what I love about Facebook is, let's say I get something from Tea Party Patriots, I press a button, I get to put my little spin on it, press another button, and now all my friends know what I'm thinking. And then you can also comment. And there's been several times where there has become a healthcare debate on my friend group in Facebook because of comments people have made on various posts. So it's just such a great tool to have a dialogue, and it also connects you to your high school, your college, and for somebody who's younger, not that young, but younger, I've been able to retrain a few. Anyhow, so that's what's wonderful about that. And we have a fan page too, and we've been posting some videos and information about the various candidates there. Now, I just said videos, we've heard videos, Rachel's talking about that. There's YouTube. How many of you have heard about YouTube? How many of you have watched a video on YouTube? Now, how many of you have shared a video on YouTube? We gotta work on that. Okay. What's great about that is that you press a button and you can share it on your Facebook, you can share it on your Twitter, you can share it and email it to your friends. And what's great is then they go viral, and all of a sudden you've got a video that's had 500 views. What if you have somebody who's not here tonight? We have a channel. You can share these videos. Not this speech though. It's a great tool. All right, we're going to skip the next slide and go straight to the last one. Podcasting, one thing, Hot Tea Radio. Listen to it, it's awesome. All right, the reason why all of this social media is great is that you don't have to be somewhere at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday to do it. If you're a night owl and you're up at 2 in the morning, you can tweet, you can Facebook, you can share news sites. One thing I didn't mention is the news sites all have Facebook and Twitter buttons. So you read a news story, oh, I want to share it. Press the button. You're done. It's really simple. And not everybody, it had been discussed with Randy about having his name in the paper, being sometimes, some people are not quite so comfortable about that. This is a little bit of a step removed. You don't have to give your phone number. You don't have to give your hometown. And I know I'm not comfortable doing that, so it's great that, I have this sort of method. Finally, Northern Illinois Patriots, and I'm going to be leading this, We'll support you. If you've never done this before, we have people who have and can walk you through. We need to share together. If Northern Illinois Patriots comes up with something, you guys share, and then your friends share, and we will get our message across. So, how many are now interested in Twitter? Come on, come on. All right. Thank you very much.